What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator. Today, guys, we have one goal and one goal only. That is to fill our fields with new crops. So, we take a look here. We have 4 fields, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It says that, hold on. There's 5. Okay, nothing's growing. Okay. Yeah, I saw this. I'm like, okay, that's canola. But there's no canola on it, right? This needs to be cultivated. Growth harvested. Okay, yeah. All right. So let's get AI to help us out a little bit here, because we're gonna have to do some cultivating. We're gonna have to do some planting, and we have to get it done basically today, essentially. We can't skip, because once we fall out of September, which is the month we're in right now, we will not be able to plant anymore. So we're gonna get this tractor going. I don't have a plow yet, so we're still gonna have to maintain 3 separate fields over here. I'm gonna do the cultivating. I'm gonna leave it up to the AI to help me get some of the planting done. All right, we're gonna go canola. Canola's gonna bring us the most money, so that's what we're gonna stick with. All right, go ahead and you do that. And I'm going to cultivate with my little tiny cultivator here, which is one of the first pieces of equipment I usually try to upgrade. So let's go ahead and lower this. We're gonna do this. All right. Let's get this done. We have this field, that field, and I don't know if the other one's ready to go, or do we have to cultivate that one as well? The field number 2. Line this up. There we go. So one of my goals, as I mentioned before, was to get the oil factory. So we'll eventually have to find a place to put that. $202,000 still in the bank. We also have to check to see if there's any equipment on sale. That's the best time to buy some equipment. We could check the sale prices of it. Actually, let me see. While we're thinking about it, let's see. Oh, there's a plow on sale. 4.2 meters. Yeah, we're gonna actually buy that. We could put in some work to it. Let's see. Wheel setup, slatted boards, universal mold boards. I think we could just do that. 16,000 bucks. Can't really beat it. Buy it. Yep. There we go. That'll be at the shop. Ooh. What is this thing? A yard. Oh, transport logs. And then this is obviously a bigger. Now the issue with this is I would buy it, right? It's 34,000 bucks. Even if I did, well, I guess I could do this for 19. The one we have now is going to be too small, right? We know that. But then again, our harvester only has a certain limit. But for 20,000 bucks, one, we got to change this, right? If we do this black, there you go. I think I'll buy it. We can always add the extension later. Only because we have a couple bucks in our pockets. So let's buy some stuff. All right, let's keep going with this. Every month that you skip, you can go back in there, and there's usually new things for sale. So we spent $36,000 on some new equipment. We could obviously plow out this field now and make it one big field. The cultivator is something we have to get. Hopefully there's one on sale, but this thing is not going to cut it. We need something much better than this, or it's going to take us forever. I'm hoping that he could go plant field number 2 after he's done with this field. I just hope that they all don't need to be cultivated, because then we probably have a problem time-wise. Oh, we're getting this one done pretty quick. I mean, I guess if I can get this done, then he can come plant over here. It wouldn't be that bad. I think the only downfall to having, or downfall? Downfall. To having, downfall, that's a weird one. The only downfall to having every field the same crop, you have a massive chunk of time, basically, that you're not tending to your fields because they're growing, right? So we're going to plant this now in September. We essentially don't do anything again until, what is it, June? July or August. No, it's June. I think it's June or July. So you got about 8-9 months, whatever it is, of nothingness. So I want to definitely expand into some other crops that we can maintain during those other months, whether it's mowing grass. Obviously we're going to do some contracts, but contracts are, I think it's better when you have a lot of equipment. You can just send some AI out to knock out some contracts, but we can also borrow equipment if we have to. It looks like we might even finish our fields together. That would be good. About, what would you say, a little less than halfway done here. I do like that they added the ability of having the AI. When I originally played Farming Simulator, I think it was like 2000, not even 2017, like Farming Simulator 17 or Farming Simulator 19. I don't think they had the capability of doing the AI and the the lines and all that stuff. So I think it's a good addition to the game. I don't mind this little Challenger tractor for these purposes, but once you get into the bigger equipment, it's just too underpowered and it's not going to work for you. Let me know in the comments what you think is the most important piece of farming equipment besides the tractor. Put that in the comments for me. Let me know. I think it's a cultivator. I don't know why. I just think it's a very important piece of the puzzle here. And if you have a good one, I feel like it definitely speeds things up with a lot of things. Cultivator, the plow. I mean, how often are you really replowing your fields? Right? I don't believe you have to replow them, right? Like, this needs to be rolled. I know that. That gets out all the little, we'll just say, sticks and weeds and whatever else in there. It makes it look nice and clean. Now, I do have a mod that gets me a very basic rolling setup. It's like 900 bucks. So most likely we will get that at some point also. We don't have to wait for a sale. That's just the regular price. But that's the good the goodness of being on PC is you could have the mods, right? So we'll get the rolling setup that I've used in my own other games on my other channel. I think it worked well. Eventually, when we have a lot of money, we can definitely upgrade that, but it's just a 3-roller setup, nice and quick, but it gets the job done. And I think they're $300 each, so it's going to cost me about $900. All right, let's grab this edge. We'll start working our way back towards the middle. Now the AI over there is earning money, right? So there is a wage payment that needs to happen to pay for the AI to plant over there. They're also buying the seeds fuel, all that stuff gets calculated. So that is not a free AI over there. We do have to pay for that labor, which I think is pretty cool. Take a look here. So you can see in the middle there, the green is what they've planted so far, and the green is what I have left to cultivate. So they're definitely moving along pretty good. And again, we have to do this basically all today. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning. We started this, I think, at like 6:30. If we don't get all the fields done, we don't get them all done, but just the way that the actual game itself started for us. You know, we started in August, which is great because we have some crops to harvest, but it doesn't give us much time to replant the canola. I could have done wheat. Wheat will have given me an extra month to do this, but canola, you get a lot more money for your harvest. And there you see the negative 100 in the top right corner. Yeah, top right corner. That is the wage payment for that AI. Which is not bad, $100. I'm still dragging this cultivator. I should have picked it up. I wonder if that's the more powerful tractor. I probably should have looked. This has more resistance, obviously, because I'm dragging something through the dirt compared to that planter. So maybe, if that's the more powerful one, maybe we'll swap. Maybe we'll swap tractors before I go do the next field. If I don't get, I want to at least get these 3 fields done. If I don't get to field number 2 over there, that's okay. We could always do it next year. But I definitely want to get these 3 done with canola. Because that other field is going to take a very long time to plant. And while it's if we do plant it, while it's being planted, I could go do a contract. I could borrow equipment and go do a mowing contract or something like that while we're waiting. But those solar panels we put on top of the barn over there are going to bring in probably enough money to compensate any AI tasks that I do throughout the day. All right, I have a little piece of pizza left to do here. Looks like they're on their last row. Gotta do some tree maintenance also. Clear out some of these areas so we can move some tractors around a little better. Just slowing down, huh? It is fun though. Game is very, like I said, I think in the first episode or second episode, it's just relaxing. You're just out here in the fields, farming away. You're learning how to plant crops, what the process is to do it. I see some of those videos of people just having massive farms and massive animal farms, dairy cow, all that good stuff. And I want to get there. I want to get there at some point. So we're learning the ropes here, kind of learning. I know most of it, but we're starting fresh with a brand new farm. As we saw in episode 2, my main focus was just getting some sort of passive income. I know we have the bees, but they only bring in so much money, right? We need something big. But in order to do that, you're gonna have to spend some money, and we did. We spent $750,000 to get those solar panels up there. And I think it's gonna pay off over time. There's no maintenance to them. They're just up there creating money for us. And it's not something like, you know, non-existent or like some crazy mod that's like, yeah, that doesn't really exist in real life. I mean, farms have solar panels on them, right? It's a form of income. All right, this field is done. And I'm assuming that the AI is about to finish right there. Perfect. So now, I want to check one thing here. I want to go here. Save that. Actually, I want to go here. Vehicles. Now I have, this is 160 horsepower. And that's 116. Okay, so we have it right. We have it right. All right. H, take over for you. Now I want you to plant here. And I'm going to go to the next field. We will cultivate this now. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe that this is a slightly bigger field than the first one. I would like to go check out field number 2 also to see if it's cultivated. Like, can it just be planted or does it need to be cultivated? I think I cut this a little bit too wide. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it in one pass. So we'll cut it in half here. Barn is in a really bad place. It's right at the end of the line, so it makes it very difficult for you to turn around. Let's finish up this line here. I have the plow. Obviously, we bought it. I probably won't do that until after the next, like, we'll plant, we'll harvest, and then we could plow out that middle to make it one big field. It's nice to have a couple bucks in your bank though, just in case, like I said, one of those sales pop up. You have some money to spend. Now you could borrow money, you could take loans. I'm trying to avoid that this time. In my previous versions, I was taking money out. I was seeing good deals. I was like, oh, I gotta buy this $400,000. I'm gonna miss that piece. I'll see something good for like 300,000 bucks. I'm like, oh, we gotta buy it. And of course, I want to, but I'd rather have the money in the bank and not take the debt, because then you got the monthly debt payments for the interest. So we're gonna try to avoid taking a loan for as long as possible. And I think the solar panels are gonna be the reason why we probably have a decent amount of money in our bank at all times. Now in the summer, from what I saw, in the summer you tend to make more money with your solar panels than you do in the fall and the winter months. So last month, I know when we skipped from August to September, we grabbed about $30,000, right? So I'm hoping when summer comes in May, June, July, and August, we start to get bigger numbers. I want $50,000, $60,000 a month, which would be the numbers I'm looking for. That'll give us the financial freedom to buy equipment, buy land, buy what we need to really progress on this farm. But just for the sake of everyone watching, obviously we started with basic stuff. We let the game basically give us a starter farm with some money in our pocket, and just see where we go with it. Planter looks like it's doing pretty good over there. I would say I'm about halfway done. I mean, if I had that strip to the right done, I would say I'm halfway, but we'll come back, we'll grab that, and then we'll finish off the rest of this. It's looking like that field over there is cultivated, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. One of the things I have to buy rather quickly is a chainsaw and a mulcher. Both of those will help me clear out some of the property. Get rid of some of these trees that are in my way. Especially when I'm trying to expand on a field, if there's trees and things, the way you can use the mulcher to help get the stumps and get rid of the tree. Again, I'm hoping that the timing works out, that I finish this when that field is done. I'm going to put the tractor away, and we'll probably only do these 3 fields for right now. Maybe I'll go do a contract while this field gets planted. 1, it'll bring in some extra money. 2, if you're not sure how the contracts work, at least you could see that process. And then we'll have 3 nice fields of canola to harvest come next year. We're gonna make some odd lines here, guys. Got some trees on that side, which make it pretty hard to turn around. I think there's an 8 meter, I think it's 8 cultivator, which is like the next step up from this one, which would be great. Oh, we gotta get that piece. At the end there. I'll make sure we cultivate everything. Don't miss anything. Well, we want a nice, clean, and prep surface for that planter. Hey, get out of there, deer. What are we doing? Come on, go. Get out of my field. Nothing to eat for you. Got some wildlife roaming around. Let's grab this here. There we go. $171 in the bank. Again, those solar panels are just making us money. It's 9 o'clock, so it looks like we're gonna have plenty of time. I only have that a 5x multiplier for in terms of time of day. You could put that up to some crazy numbers and the days kind of fly by. But I usually leave it at like 10, maybe 15, depending on what I'm doing. I think 10's a good, like, happy medium. All right, we're gonna grab this now. And then we got maybe a couple more rows over there. And then this field will be done. The planting looks about, I'll say 80%. If we can grab an edge here. Don't hit the sign. Whew. I'm very good for taking out street signs. Sometimes they put them in places that, like, you got like a long trailer or something and you just can't make the turn without taking the street sign out. So I was very happy that that one stayed in place for now. I made my turn too early. All right, probably what, 2 more passes? That's what I would think. Maybe 3. Yeah, probably 3. I think that's too wide. I mean, what I could do is send, actually, I think I will. Maybe I'll send AI over there to cultivate that. I'll bring AI over here to plant it, and I'll go do a contract in the meantime. See what contracts are available. There might not be many, only because the time of year. We'll see if there's something available for us. Let's see if we can get this whole thing right down the center. Oh, so close. There we go. That field is prepped and ready to go. We will bring our tractor over here. All right, so I think you're on the last little strip. Or no, you have a little bit left. Okay. Now, I can't take over for this AI. Only for the fact that if I do it, I have to go get seeds and put them in here. And I think there's a bag of seeds in the barn. But at some point, I'll fill it just in case I have to take it over. But for right now, they're doing good. Let's take a look at the contracts, guys. Let's see if there's one for us to do here. The cultivating, I don't care if that gets done or not. The planting, I want to make sure it gets done. Let's see. So we have bale wrapping. Where's that? 45. Cultivating, which is, these are easy money, but I mean, I could probably knock down that for 5,000. What else we have? $20,000 for harvesting. Oh my gosh, so much money. $12,000. But was this green beans? Yeah, green beans take forever to do. A mowing contract. Oh, it's right behind there. Yep. Accept. Borrow items, please. Thank you. I think that was the only mowing contract too. Sowing the field, stone picking, wood transport, rock removal, plowing. Plowing takes a very long time too. Is there anything? Deadwood is basically you're going to cut down trees. Fertilizing. 22. We could do that one if we borrow items. All right, so I'm going to do 84. I'm going to send AI to 22. Let's get some of this stuff set up here. So, oh, it's this thing. I don't like this thing. I like when it's a regular mowing. These pieces of equipment over there, I have to come back and get. All right, so this is going to be... this little dootsfaw. Oh, wait. Oh, that's supposed to be my weight. Do I need that weight on there? I don't think so. I guess I could put it on, but... Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go, set destination. There you go. Drive there. I guess I'll swing around. I'll just get this weight. I like this tractor though. Also throw in the comments if you got this far into the video, guys. Let me know your favorite brand of tractor. Is it John Deere, or do you prefer something else? Let me know. All right, so we gotta go over here. Okay. Is this gonna be too wide to fit through here? I hope not. All right, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna wait till. Let's see. You're cultivating. You're fine. Oh, this person finished. Here we go. Okay, so take this tractor. Come on. Whoa! Almost tipped. I'm gonna send you over here. Again, the purpose of this video, guys, get the 3 fields planted. That's the only thing we really care about. So go ahead and start here now. And we're gonna start mowing. So we're gonna turn on the mower. And we're gonna lower it. And here we go. Let's get this field taken care of real quick. And it will be real quick, especially with the speed mod on. I actually think I like this one better than... I had the normal one, which has the front middle piece and then the back piece. But I think I'd just rather this. The only thing is, does it fold? I want to see how it folds up. I want to make sure that it's nice and... Oh, hold on. Did that person get to 22? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay. Again, if I was going to do the fertilizing on this, I would have to put fertilizer in here. Since AI is doing it, I just get charged for it. Look, that's so cool how the little mini-map changes now, too. That's a cool mod. All right, let's finish this mowing. You're cultivating, you're planting, you're mowing. B, I think we're still down, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think I like this better than that other setup I had. Just pull it behind the mower. The only thing I guess I would say is if I had like a silage wagon or something that I want to pull behind this, I couldn't. I would have to come back and just pick it up. Whereas the other one, if I put the front piece on, mow the lawn, mow the grass, it would just go right into the wagon. But when we get to that, we'll have to figure it out. But a mowing setup is definitely something that you want to have in Farming Simulator. Because these contracts usually pay out pretty good, and you could send a couple tractors out and knock them out really fast. Especially when you're going 33 miles an hour. But this is a pretty big field. Keep going around in a circle. What are we at? We're at 40 per... No, we're at 29%. The fertilizing is already beating me. Already beating me. I thought I was going fast, but not that fast. I'm trying to beat the fertilizing contract, but there's no way. That thing's gonna be done really quick. I'm only at 40%. Trying to straighten out my lines a little bit. Hold on, can I lift weight? Yeah, we don't need it so low. Like dragging on the ground. There you go, fertilizing contract is done. Worker has completed their task. That puts a quick little, probably throw 3,600 bucks in our pocket. As long as you can make enough money from the contract to justify the AI wages and gas and seeds or whatever you're doing, then it's worth it. I mean, I'm not going to send the guy out to go fertilize for $600. Like, it doesn't, there's no point for that. But if you're going to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and I have to dish out 500 bucks to do it, then that makes sense to me. Definitely want to utilize any form of income source that you can in this game, because the harvesting of crops, like I said, we're planting canola now, but we're not going to do anything with that canola again until essentially next year. We have all these months in the middle of not doing anything. Buy some equipment, do some contracts, and make money on the off season. So you can keep growing your farm, growing your business. I would like to at some point have a massive fleet of tractors and equipment that I could basically do anything I want. Now I know I could sit there and put a mod on and get $4 million or 10 mil, whatever it is, really quick, but I don't want to do that. The game started me off with a starter farm. They gave me some money in my pocket, and instead of me going buying a $600,000 tractor like someone might do, I bought $700,000 of solar panels, which give me passive income. And then I take my time to get that $600,000 John Deere tractor that I want, you know? Buy stuff on sale. You could always rehab it, right? You could get a new paint job on, whatever you want, to bring it back up to 100% quality. But if you could get something off of, I mean, some of those sales are like 50, 60% off, even more. Like that plow and the trailer we got are perfect. So it's two of the important pieces of the puzzle of owning a farm, right? Our tractor, we want to, I mean, our trailer, we want to be able to hold a lot so we don't have to go back and forth to the fields, right? We can fill that thing up and dump it into our silo. And then the plow we need so we can make new fields, which we will do at the end of this harvest season coming up next year. Those 3 fields we have now will become one massive field. By then, hopefully we have a bigger cultivator, right? So we can get that field prepped a lot quicker than we had to do it today. We're at 87% here, guys. We are almost done with this. This is taking me what, 10, 15 minutes to do. It throws $9,000 in my pocket, and we're back again close to $200,000. So when you get those little sales for $20,000, $30,000, it doesn't feel as bad when you got $200,000 in the bank. Like I bought that plow with not even, what was it, 16,000, right? And then 20,000 for the trailer. No problem. I hope the planting gets done so we can fast forward a month. Only for the sake of, I want to see what the solar panels make me in September. At the end of this, you're going to see one thing I don't like about the game. And I don't know why they do it. Like, I understand you're not going to get 100%. I mean, you could, right? 100%. 100% you could get 100%. But the fact that the game stops you with what I believe is way too much still to cut. So I'm at 98%, right? 99. Contract is done. So that right there, I don't have to cut. Oh no, lift the weight. Lift this. Okay, I want to see if this thing folds now. Let's see. Does it fold just up? Oh, okay. So yeah, I like that. I want to make sure you could travel with it over bridges. Yeah, I'm going to buy this one then, guys. This is the way to go. I don't need that front piece on it. I'll just get that. All right, so contracts. Let's see. This one completed. This was 8,500. Love that. And this one was 3,500. There you go. A couple bucks in our pocket. This field is almost done, guys. Moving along. Cultivating. Let's see. Can we see? Cultivated. I don't know why it's not doing it there. Stubble tillage. Interesting. But this is going to be a lot of canola when I plant this next year. We're not going to do it this year. This planting is almost done. This tractor is so underpowered, though. What was was there anything else for sale besides this? Oh, what's this thing? This ain't bad. Let's see. 40,000, 136 horsepower for 50 grand. What are those things? Is that for like GPS? Front loader attacher? I mean, that would be helpful for our front loader attacher. What's that going to cost? 51,000? Wheel weights, wide tires and wheel weights. Let's say 52, 54. I like that setup, huh? That's a cool setup. I don't think we need that though. Narrow twin. I don't think I want the weights because I don't we no. Is that the most it could go? 136. I mean, it would be nice to have another tractor, right? For 50 grand. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Let's do this because I can always get the forklift on the front to sell the honey. That's where my brain is thinking. We have to get the honey goes onto pallets, and we have to get those pallets to the little shop, and we're gonna need a forklift. So let's do it. We can always sell it, guys. I'm not even worried. Not even worried. There we go. Let's get some of this stuff home. And we have a new tractor now. No, we can't. Okay. All right. Let's get our new massive trailer home. And then we'll come back for the plow. I might just keep this by our silo. Look at us buying equipment. I'm not a big fan of the red tractors, but okay. For the price, we couldn't pass it up. This is probably the field I'll buy first, this big one here. I think it's like $200,000. But we are down to 135,000. So we got to make some money. All right, we'll leave that there. Now we're going to go back and get our plow. So far, no street signs have been injured in the making of this recording. We'll probably get the plow. Hopefully the planter's done by then, and we will wrap it up. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next episode. If you have any tips or tricks or comments, please, please, please don't hesitate. We're just having fun, guys. Starting a brand new farm, brand new channel. Get this plow hooked up here. Red to match the red. Go. Why does it drive like that? Hopefully no one's gonna come across this bridge, because I can't rotate plow. Oh, well, that's not helpful. I mean, I guess it's kind of helpful, but I wasn't expecting that. Why can't it just pull it directly behind the tractor? And then, I mean, when it's in use, I can understand why you would want it this way, but why can't you just pull it straight when you're just driving with it? Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, there's a sign. There's another sign. There's another. There's no way I can avoid these signs because this thing is in the middle of the road. All right, so I'm gonna put this in my area over here. This is where we're gonna keep some of our tools. Okay. There's our plow and our new tractor, which we will put inside of here. I'm happy that we have 3 now. I am happy. How we doing here? That is going actually pretty good. Getting a lot done. And you are... Got a couple more rows, right? In the meantime, let's go see if there's another contract we do. Maybe a Deadwood contract, but I don't have a chainsaw. I guess I could just tell. Let's just buy a chainsaw. We're gonna need one anyway. Vehicles, chainsaw. Get the steel. Buy. Do I have to go get it at the thing? Oh no. Okay, ready to use. All right, so let's go to contracts. Deadwood. Accept contract. And then we can go here and we will just fast travel to 86. Then we will run up here. I wonder if this tells me where the trees are. That'd be a lot better. I think it's just going to tell me Yeah, it's gonna tell me where the middle is. Let's do this first of all. We could see. So we're looking for trees with spray paint, as you can see right here. Just gotta cut them down. Just find them and cut them down. We don't do anything with them. We just cut them down. Easy, easy. Looks like we're gonna have probably about 10 trees here, maybe 11. This is not one. Okay, put it over here. This might be in the circle still. It is. These aren't great money, but it's a good way to pass the time when you're waiting for like AI to finish something up. That's the way I see it. This one, surprisingly, it's over $2,000, so we'll take it. Especially since we just spent $50,000 on a tractor. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut these trees down, get them into a log truck, and then go sell the wood for yourself. But I don't really, I don't tend to do all that. I just come in and cut them down. We're on the edge of the ring here, so let's just go this way. If we can find some more down this road. This might be one right here. Up the hill. Is it? Yes, it is. Basically, these are trees that don't have tops to them. Like I said before, when in doubt, kind of zoom out and you'll see. This one might be one. It is. This one is one. Okay. Based on the percentage, we probably have, yeah, we probably have 2 more to go. This one, this is one. Get this one down this hill. Yeah, like this. Okay, wrong way. Should have did the other way. All right, we got one more. And if you've ever done this before, this is probably the hardest part, finding that one last tree. I thought it would be this one because let's see. It says Deadwood, but it is not marked, right? It is not marked. Let's go up here, see if we can find, let's put the flashlight away. It's completely daytime. This one? Here you are. Oh, still one more. Is it you? Oh, we are out of the circle. If you cut trees that are not the right tree or out of the circle, you will get penalized financially. The planting is now done, so all we gotta do is find this last tree, and we're good for the day. I'm speeding through here to try to find this thing. Not this one, right? No, it's still good. That one's still good. Maybe it's this one? Not marked. It is Deadwood though, but oh. Is it you? Come on. Where's this last tree? Got a lot of Deadwood trees that are not available to cut. We need one more. Whoa! That car scared me. Came out of the fog like a... Is this the way up? Can I get up here or no? Okay, we're back up. It's not this one. Okay. Let's get back in the circle. Really didn't want to spend my whole time looking for this last tree. Cut that one. That one's cut. Is this it? Or I already cut this one? I think I already cut this one, no? Oh, there we go. Woo. Alright. Contracts, collect, 2250. You are done with the planter. Let's put you away. That cultivating is almost done too. Eventually we'll get a power washer so we can clean our tractor. Oh, you are done. Beautiful. We're gonna leave this field though. We won't plant on it this time. Or we'll plant something else on it. Maybe we'll have another season of something else coming up instead of the canola. Maybe we could do sunflowers. We'll see. Well, let's get this equipment back to our farm. All right, so we got 2 trailers, a cultivator, a plow, and a planter. And 3 tractors and a harvester. I mean, that's pretty good. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. We could plant wheat next time, barley, but or we could do sunflower beginning next year. Maybe we'll do sunflower on that big field. All right, let's go ahead and just I want to skip 1 month before we end it just to see. So we'll do 7:30 a.m. All right, $37,000, guys, on solar panel income. Insane, 37,000 bucks. Again, we're in October. I am so excited to see these numbers for when we get into summertime. Okay. That is going to be it, guys, for this episode. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of our farm so far. We got some money in the bank. We planted 3 fields of canola. We have a plow, so we're going to basically combine these 3 fields into one after we harvest it. And we have some grain, right? What do we have in here? We have 7,000 canola we could sell in December. 12,000 wheat we could sell in January. So we got some money coming in there also. I guess we'll check the sales. Anything on sale? What is this thing? Transport people or goods on the loading bay. No, we do not need that. Okay, that's good. All right, guys, I will see you all on the next one.